Thank you, Mr. President. I just wanted to publicly acknowledge and appreciate the work that was done around this bill. My friend and colleague from Detroit who worked with me on this bill, the senator who is an advocate for our men and women in uniform, who worked with me closely to raise funds for the men and women who were deployed to our U.S. Capitol over the last several months. We passed a resolution back in March unanimously in this body calling on the National Guard Bureau to cancel the food service contract and issue a meal stipend to the men and women who were serving. That request did not get fulfilled, so we set to work on an alternative plan to try and raise funds to reimburse some of our soldiers for the meal expenses that they had to go out of pocket for. Many of them had reported meals that were unsafe, undercooked, raw meat. Several of them, 50 soldiers, were actually treated for food poisoning. And that's just totally unacceptable, especially in our nation's capital, in a first world country with all the blessings that we have here in the United States. I'm proud to report that we raised quickly over $100,000 to reimburse our men and women for the food expenses that they incurred. Each soldier should be eligible for a little over $100 for every single one of them as a result of the deployment that they went on and the expenses that they incurred. The bill before us today allows us to send that money to the Department of Military and Veteran Affairs, who will send it directly to the troops. Because of the rules around confidentiality and privacy, we cannot directly send them the funds from the charity that we raised the money into. So we have to first send it to the state of Michigan, who can then remit payment to each one of these soldiers. And that's what this bill accomplishes today. Again, I want to thank my friend from Detroit, and I want to thank our Appropriations Chairman for his steadfast work on this as well, and each and every member here who started with the resolution last month to bring attention to this very important issue, and really a great example of what happens when we come together, put our differences aside, and do the right thing for the people that serve our state. Thank you, Mr. President.